Good day, everyone. My name is Raphael Arowo-Shafe. So in this video, we are going to look at part 3 of ICT 0417 2023 May-June paper 2-1. So we are going to look at the database aspect of this paper. Now in the second video, I have done step 20. I've created the first report. So in this video now, we are going to look at step 21, where we are going to create another report. You have been told that when you want to create a report, you need to create query. So we are going to apply the method that we apply during the part 2 of this paper. So now we want to continue with step 21. Using field from the result and cat code tables, produce a tabular report that selects the record where club name include the test power. Now when you see this particular question, you need to know how to identify a query from report, because the examiner will not ask you to create query. It will only ask you to create report, and you should know that you must create query before you create a report. Now, how can you analyze this particular step in case if you come across in your main exam? It's very simple. Now let's go right away. Now the first query here is where all the fields are selected. You can see them, the arrangement of all the fields. So I will tag this one as query 1. That is Q1. Then the second one is where a particular data is going to be extracted from the entire database. So I will tag this one query 2. Now the third query, that is where we are going to create a new field, and the parameter that we are going to use has been stated by the examiner. Contain a new field called time underscore per underscore kilometer, which is calculated at runtime. This field will calculate the race time divided by the race distance of 50 kilometers. So you can see the parameters here. That is what we are going to make use of. So it's a new field. So we are going to tag this one as query 3, as query 3, as query 3, as query 3. So now the rest will now be report. The rest will now be report. So the rest will now be report. So now let's go right away. Let's go right away. Now I need to open my evidence document, where I'll be putting the screenshot of my evidence. Then let me quickly open the database. So this is the database. So now I want to create query. I will click create. Then you will see query wizard. You click on that. Then from there, we are making use of simple query wizard. Please don't forget. You click OK. Now this is where you will be selecting the field one by one. You have to follow the instruction of the question. So the field must be selected according to the arrangement of the field. So the first one is race number. And don't forget, you are getting all these fields from result table and cat code table. So don't forget. So race number will be the first field, followed by first name, and followed by what? By last name. So let's quickly select the first 3. So the first 3 The first one is race number. Race number can be seen in start time. Is it start time? No, it's not start time. So it can be found in result table. In result table, that's race number. So you use this single arrow to select. Then the next one is, let me check the question. The next one is first name. You select it. Last name. You select it. So the next one is cat rank. Cat rank. Cat rank. Okay. Then the next field is club name. Club name. So you will get club name from another table. You will get it from cat code table. Club name. Okay, let me see. Okay, no, it's not here. Let's go back to result. Club name. Yes, I found it. Then followed by category. Followed by category. You will get that one from cat code table. Yes, category. Then the next is status. The next is status. The next is status. You get it from result. Status. Then the next field is time per kilometer. Time per kilometer is a new field. So it has not been created at all. So we need to suspend that. We'll create that one later. Now, race time. Race time happens to be the last field. Race time. Okay. So now all the fields has been properly selected, except the new one that we're about to create. So I will just click next. I will click next. Then I will click next again. Now getting to this place, you have the opportunity to rename your query. Don't forget, a query has been what? Has been created before. So you can rename it so that you can easily identify the first query that you have created from this particular one, so that if you want to create your report, you will not pick the wrong query. So I can name this one as query 2. I can name this one as query 2, but it's not compulsory if you can easily identify them. But I will advise you to identify so that you can easily identify. Now I will click on finish. Yes, our query table has been what? Has been created successfully. So now let's move to the next one. So we are done with query 1. Now let's move to query 2. Select the record where club name includes the test power. The test power. Now let's go back to the database. Club name. Let me expand it. Club name. You can see that we have different club names in this particular query. You can see independent. You can see Tawara bike bottles. You can see Madras flyers. You can see what is it called? You can see empowerment racing. Empowerment racing. So according to the question says we should select only the club name that include power. How can we do that? It's very simple. So you click on home on your menu, then you go to view on your ribbon, click on that, then you click on what? Design view. So you are here. So this is where you can what? You can do your query. So now under club name, so you now trace it where you can find criteria. So that is where we are going to put our criteria. Now, so what we are going to do now is to introduce your what? You introduce your asterisk. Anytime you want to get a particular text or a particular word from your database, for example, in a particular content or a particular field, you need to what? You need to quote it by using what? By using asterisk. Asterisk before, then asterisk power. I mean asterisk after. So I will type my asterisk. I will type my asterisk. Okay, let me use my on screen keyboard because I have a special keyboard here. So my keyboard is special. So I will click on this asterisk, then I will type power. Please make sure you type that power according to the question. Please, where there's uppercase, type uppercase. If there's lowercase, type lowercase, because if you type it wrongly, it may not be able to work to search for it in your database, so it will give you error. So take note of that. Are we good? Yes. Okay, now I have typed power. Now asterisk. So I have the opportunity to what? To run this particular what is it called? Code. To run this particular one. Please, I would advise you to be running it one after the other, so that you'll be able to know if you eventually encounter error, you will know where you can go. So you have to be running it one after the other. So let me run this one. So yes, this one is perfect. It's perfect. You can see that you can't find any other club name apart from the one that is showing power. So as we are doing this, the query will be reducing. Now I have 1 of 65. 1 of 65. So I can easily what? Save. Please don't forget to save. Now let's move on. I'm done with this one. Status does not include DNF or DNS. Now let's go to the database. Status, we have fin. We have fin here, which is FIN. It means that we don't want that. That is only one that we want according to the instruction of the question. It said status does not include DNF or DNS. So it means that in the status we have DNF, we have DNS, we also have FIN. So it means that it is only the FIN that is required. So how can we do this? It's very simple. So we are already on home, then click on view, then design view. Now you now go to under status. Under status. Now this is how you are going to do it. Now you type not, then space, then you now introduce your speech mark. You introduce your speech mark. You introduce your speech mark. Where is my speech mark? Okay, let me use my on-screen keyboard because of the special keyboard I have. Okay, speech mark. So this is my speech mark. Then I will now type DNF. Then I will close it with another speech mark. Then from there I'll put space. So this time around I'm going to type hand, then space, speech mark again. Then I will type DNS. Then I will close it with speech mark again. Okay, before I type DNS, so I need to what? I need to put not again. Not. I will type not again. I'll type not again. Then I will now type. Okay, let me expand it so that it can be what? It can be clearly visible. Okay. Now this is how you can do the aspect of this particular query. Another thing that you can do here to represent that not is for you to put less than, then greater than. Less than and greater than is another way of what? Of saying that it does not include. That is, this and this. So this one also represents what? Not. So when you apply this one, it will also work. So take note of that. So now let's run it. Yes. Yes. Perfect. You can see that there is no DNF and DNS under status. Okay. Now let's move on to the next query, which is query 3. Contains a new field called time per kilometer. So you need to type the field as you see it in the question. So this is how to do that. You go through view, you click on design view, then you scroll a bit. Now you can expand this particular new field that you are about to create. So you are creating a new field. So you click on that field. So what you are going to type is the name of the field. The name of the field is time underscore per underscore kilometer. So when you do that, you need to introduce your what? Your column. You need to introduce your column. You need to introduce your column. So after you have typed the name, place no space. No space. It's column, not semicolon. So take note of that. Take note of that. Then after that, you will now introduce square bracket. Open square bracket. Because the reason why you introduce square bracket is because of the parameters given. So they said calculate the race time. Race time is a field. Anytime you are applying that formula and they make reference to field, please use square bracket to what? To address that particular field. Is it clear? Okay, now let's move on. Race time. So you will now type race time. Okay, let me close this. So you type race time here according to the question. Then you close it with square bracket again. Close it with square bracket. Close it with square bracket. So you close it with square brackets. Okay. Now divided by 50 kilometer. So you will now introduce your what? Your forward slash divided by 50. Divided by 50. Now, before you run this, you have to do something. Before you run this, it's very, very important. You have to do something. Let's go back to the question. They said, format this field to display time as HH, MM, SS. So this is the format of the what? Of the time. So before you run it, you need to set the format. Because if you have a click run, you may find it so difficult to what? To set the format. But I would advise you to set it before you run it. Although it may still work. So I'll just click on this one. Click on this one. Okay, let me do that. So just click on this. Then you will go to your property sheet. In case if this one is not displaying in your own database, you can easily find it in property sheet. You can easily find it in your ribbon. So just click on what property sheet, then this one will display. So you now go to what under format. Then you are going to type the format HHMMSS. So by the time I click on save, this MM will change to NN. There's no cause for alarm. You are good to go. It's correct. So you can see now it has turned to what? It has turned to NN after saving. It's correct. It's correct. So now I can now run it. Let me run it. Good. So you can see that I have what? Successfully created that new field. And you can see that it has been set to what? To HH, MM, and SS. So that is the format of what? Of the display of the time. So now let's move on. Then I'll click on save. So I have successfully what? Created the query. So the next thing we are going to do now is to move to what? To report. To move to report. Now I will go to my database. I will right click on this. I will save. If I have not saved before, I will right click again. Then I will close. So I will make it blank like this. So now I want to create a report. So I will click on create on my menu. Then I will look for when I can find report wizard. Please always clicking on report wizard. Please don't click report design. Don't click on what is it called? Blank report. Don't click on ordinary report. Click on report wizard. I repeat, click on report wizard. So I will click on it. Then it takes you to this particular place. Please, care must be taken when you get to this stage. Don't pick the wrong query. The query that we are going to pick here, so we are picking all the fields from query 2. From query 2. Please don't forget. So you use this double arrow to pick or to select all the fields at once. So there's no need of selecting it one after the other. So click next. Now when you get to this stage, you need to go back to the question and see the instruction of the what of the examiner. So now they said shows only the field race number, first number, last name, catch rank, club name, category, status, time per kilometer, and race time in this order with data and labels displayed in full. Do not group the data. Do not group the data. That is the condition given to us in this particular question. Do not group. How can you identify that in your report? Now, getting to this stage, you will see that all the fields, they are together in this particular report. Now if I click on another table here, you can see this one category field is separating from the rest. So it means that this one is grouped. So this is how to differentiate between the grouped one and the one that has not been grouped. And the question says that do not group. So please, you need to click on this one so that you can be able to see where all the fields are together. So take note of that. Now click on next. Then after that, you don't have anything doing here. Click next again. Now get into this place. This is where we are going to sort. But I will advise you not to sort here. I will advise you not to sort here. Why? If you sort here, at the end of everything, the field of your report may end up what? Scattered. may end up what? Scattered. It means that you will not be the one to be arranging it, and there's no time. There's no time. So I want you to what? To suspend this sorting from here first. So I will click. Okay, let me go back to the question and indicate on the sorting that we are going to sort later. We are going to sort later. Now I will click next. So this is the stage where you can set your page orientation. The page orientation here is landscape. Now let's do that right away. Let's do that right away. Landscape. Don't forget it's a tabular report. Now click next. Then from there, let's see whether they ask us to what? To name our report. Our report has to be named, and they've given us the name. The name is what? Power Club Result. Power Club Result. I will quickly copy it because of time, so I can rename it here. So now I will now click on what? Finish. I'll click on finish. So this is our report. This is our report. Now the next thing we are going to do here now is to arrange it. You can see that we have a lot of space in between the two fields, so we need to adjust it so that our report will be properly what? Presented. So let's click on close print preview. Then if you want to adjust, I would advise you to go through what is it called? Layout. Click on home, click on view, then go to what? Layout view. So okay, before we do that, let's quickly sort now. So let's sort. The sorting says sort the data into ascending order of club, name. That is from the smallest to what? To largest. So let's quickly do that now. I have told you that if you want to sort, you can sort from here. Don't sort when you were creating that report. Don't sort from there. You can sort here. So at the base of the report, you will see add sort. In case if you cannot find this one, you can go to your what? You can go to your group sort on your ribbon. Once you click on that, this will appear at the bottom of your what? Of your report. Now I will click add a sort. Add a sort. Now what type of field that we are sorting? We are sorting through club name, and it's ascending order. Club name. Where is club name? Okay, this is it. Ascending order. Ascending order will be from that will be from what is it called? Okay, let's say A on top. That's A on top. Okay, it's correct. Now I will save. Now let's move on. Another sorting. And ascending order of cat rank. Ascending order of what? Of cat rank. So this will be from largest to the what? To the smallest. Okay, let's do that now. So you click on add a sort again. Then we are sorting through. Let me look at the question. Cat rank. This is cat rank. So we are sorting from largest to smallest. So I can now save. So this time around now, I can now try and adjust my report. So you can see this race number. The race number, you can see that it's showing hashtag. It means that space is very small. So that is why it's not what? It's not displaying. So I need to do that now. If you want to do that, just first of all adjust the second field, which is the first name. So how can you select it? Select the field name, then press your Control Shift on your keyboard, hold it down, then select the content of the what? Of the field. After selecting it, you can release your hand. So then you can now click here and adjust a bit. Yes, so do same for the first field. You select, Control Shift, then I select, then I adjust. You can see now, you can see that that field is now properly what? Visible. Now I will do same for this. So please, when you are adjusting, you have to be very careful. You have to be very careful so that your report will not scattered. So you will do same for this one, little by little or gently. As you are doing this, your report, the numbers of pages in your report will be reducing, assuming that your report is more than one page. As you are doing this, it will be reducing. It will be reducing. Yes, we are almost there. Okay, this time per kilometer supposed to be the second to the last word, to the last field. I can easily arrange it here now from here. I can arrange it from here now. So I'll just click. Okay, I'll just click. Then I will drag carefully. Then I move it to this side. So you can see now, I've moved it to this side. Then I will do this one. So now race time is now appearing to be the last field. So that is the method that you can use. Yes, so that is the arrangement. So we are done with this. We've done the sorting. We've put the title of the report. Now the next one, ask your name, center number and candidate number in the footer of the report, so it appears in the same position on every page. So this is the evidence to show that you are the owner of this task. So how can you do that? It's very simple. Just click on Home, View, Design, View. Please, care must be taken here so that you won't put it in a wrong place, so that it will not be obstructing the content of the report. So I will advise you to put it where you can see page here, so you can put it here. This is the space. So this is the footer area of your report. So if you want to do that, you need to create your label. So you click on this label, then you now create a space for that. It's like you are making a provision for for typing. So now I can now type my name, Raphael Arowoshafe, center number NJ466, then candidate number 0001. So this is my footer. So now I can save. Now let me go back to view. Then let me go back to print preview. Let's see how it will show in my print preview. You can see my footer now. My name, center number and candidate number, and it's showing. So you can see that this report is in two pages. It's in 2 pages. So it means that if I move to the next page now, my name, center number and candidate number will still be showing there, and that is the instruction of the question. So now let's move on. Let's see what they ask us to do again. So I think I have successfully created the report. I've successfully created the report. So what I need to do now is to take the screenshot of the evidence that they asked us to take. Place in your evidence document a screenshot showing the database search criteria used to select the record where status does not include DNF or DNS. So it means that the examiner have interest in this particular work, in this particular task. So that is the reason why is expecting the candidate to what? To show the evidence of what? Of doing that, so that that candidate can be able to what? To earn the total mark of what? 11 marks. Now let's do that right away. It's very simple. So what you are going to do is for you to go back to what? You go back to your, okay, let me go back to, okay, don't forget, you are going to get that from the query. So you click on query. You're going to get that from query. Okay, let me save this one. Let me save this one. Then let me close, save, right click, close. Then I will now click on query now. So I will go back to view, then design view. So this is the evidence of what they want to see. So you can expand it so that it can be clearly visible. You can expand it. So you click on your light shot. So you can come here then and take the screenshot. You can see now, after you have saved, that not has turned to what? Has turned to less than and greater than. So now go to your evidence document. What step is that? That's step 21. Step 21. Step 21. So under step 21, you paste it. Then you can expand it a bit so that it can be clearly visible. So then you save your evidence document. Now let's go back to the question. So save and print your report. So I believe you know how to print. You know how to print. So I will run it again. Then I will save. Then I will close. I will go back to my report again. I'll go back to my report. So this is my report now. So you know how to print this one. So just go to view, then print preview. So this is how your report will come out. This is how your report will come out. This is how it will come out. So just click on print. Then you should be able to see the hard copy of your report. So thank you so much. So this is the end of the database aspect of this paper. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can be able to get more videos concerning this practical concept. Thank you.